Ethan never imagined his peaceful Saturday morning would turn so weird. What started as a simple trip to the bathroom ended with a strange, slimy creature flopping on his floor. But this was just the beginning. Soon, police sirens, locked doors, and shocking discoveries would change everything. It was a lazy Saturday morning, and Ethan was in no rush. Sleeping in felt like a luxury, and by the time he got out of bed, the sun was already high. He stretched, opened the curtains, and shuffled into the kitchen to turn on his coffee machine. The plan was simple: get his coffee ready, freshen up, and enjoy the rest of the day. But what happened next was something he could never have prepared for. Ethan entered the bathroom, washed his face, and brushed his teeth. As he patted his face dry, he thought, maybe I should shave today. Turning toward the toilet, he sat down to finish his business. It was an ordinary start to an ordinary day, or so he thought. Just as he flushed the toilet, a strange noise caught his attention. It sounded wet and sloppy, like something heavy hitting the floor. Ethan paused, assuming the old toilet was acting up again, but the sound didn't stop. Curious, he turned around and froze. There on the bathroom floor was something slimy, pinkish, and completely alien-looking. His heart raced as he stumbled back. What is that? He thought. His morning had just gone from peaceful to terrifyingly strange. Ethan was shocked and scared. He had never seen anything like this before. He knew he couldn't just leave the creature in his bathroom. So he grabbed a big bucket and used a towel to carefully push the slimy thing inside. He filled the bucket with water, and the creature seemed to calm down a bit. It was mostly white with pinkish spots, and it looked really weird. Ethan took some pictures of the creature and searched online to find out what it was. He even posted the photos on some forums, hoping someone could help identify it. But the answers he got were just as strange as the creature itself. No one had a clue what it was. Running out of ideas, Ethan decided to take the creature to a vet. After making several calls, Dr. Ravi agreed to take a look. Ethan carefully placed the bucket in his car, making sure not to spill the water, and drove to the clinic. He hoped Dr. Ravi could help him figure out what this mysterious creature was. Ethan arrived at the vet clinic with the strange creature in his bucket. The waiting room was full of people with their pets, but nothing looked as weird as what Ethan had. When it was finally his turn, he explained everything to Dr. Ravi. The vet opened the lid to look at the creature. Dr. Ravi's eyes widened in shock. This can't be real," he muttered. Without saying another word, he rushed to his phone and called the police. He spoke in a low, urgent voice, which made Ethan even more confused and scared. Why would the police need to get involved? Then, to Ethan's surprise, Dr. Ravi locked the examination room door. "I can't let you leave until they get here," he said. Ethan's heart pounded. What was going on? He felt trapped and worried. The vet's reaction made everything feel even more mysterious and scary. Later that evening, Ethan sat on his couch, trying to make sense of the day's crazy events. Every little sound in his house felt extra loud, and his nerves were on edge. Suddenly, the doorbell rang. He opened the door to see Leo, his best friend, standing there with a worried look. Leo stepped inside without waiting for an invitation. "Ethan, I need to tell you something," he said, his voice low and serious. Ethan raised an eyebrow but stayed quiet, sensing something big was coming. Leo took a deep breath and finally blurted out, "That fish you found. It was us." It was a prank. "A prank?" Ethan repeated, his voice rising in disbelief. "Are you serious?" Leo nodded, looking embarrassed. He explained how he and some friends found the strange fish by the river during a hike. They thought it would be funny to put it in Ethan's toilet. thinking he'd laugh it off. Instead, it turned into a big police matter. Ethan was mad, but also relieved to finally know what was going on. But something still didn't add up. Why did the vet freak out? Why did the police get involved? Leo shrugged, unsure. The prank might have answered some questions, but it left Ethan with an even bigger mystery. Ethan couldn't shake the feeling that something was still off, even after Leo explained the prank. Why did the vet and the police react so strangely? Determined to find out, Ethan called Officer Singh to explain the situation. "It was just a joke," Ethan said. "The fish came from the river." Officer Singh's voice grew serious. "We need you and your friend to come down to the station," he replied. Ethan and Leo exchanged worried looks before heading to the police station. The atmosphere inside was tense. Officers were huddled together, whispering like they were solving a puzzle. Ethan and Leo explained everything, hoping it would clear things up. But the officers kept focusing on one thing: the fish. Meanwhile, a team of officers went to the river where Leo had found the creature. What they discovered left everyone shocked. Hidden deep in the forest near the riverbank was a secret animal testing lab. The place was filled with strange equipment and animals in cages. The workers were caught off guard by the police raid and quickly arrested. The officers carefully documented the scene, and among the animals, they found more blobfish, just like the one Ethan had found. These fish, which were illegally brought from their natural habitat in Australia, were being experimented on in secret. The lab's operation was not just illegal, it was cruel, involving endangered species. The next few days felt like a dream to Ethan. News about the illegal lab and the blobfish spread quickly, and reporters started calling him non-stop. At first, Ethan didn't want to talk about it. After all, it had started as a prank gone wrong. But the more he thought about it, the more he realized this was a chance to make a difference. Ethan decided to share his story on TV. He appeared on several news channels, telling everyone about the strange discovery in his bathroom and how it led to uncovering the illegal lab. As he spoke, he made sure to talk about how important it is to protect wildlife and stop hurting endangered species. Ethan's story didn't just stop at the news. He kept talking about how important it is to protect animals and their homes. He explained how the blobfish and other creatures need our help to stay safe. People listened and started to care more about wildlife. Ethan's friends and family were proud of him. They saw how his silly prank turned into something really important. After all the excitement, Ethan finally felt a sense of closure. Conservationists carefully returned the blobfish to their natural home in the deep ocean off Australia. Watching the fish swim safely back into the sea made Ethan feel happy and proud. What started as a strange and scary morning had turned into a meaningful victory for wildlife.